It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Black Knights rangy quarterback. He got a chance to rip.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And they run the option on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hamilton. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
They're only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Hamilton. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Hamilton. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 13 yards that time and a first.
3rd and long as a defender, all you want to do is guard the first down line. Make sure that everything stays in front and run up there and make the tackle. They did everything exactly right except making the tackle the running back, and he ends up finding a way to pick up a first down. Brandon, that play just should not happen.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. He finds his man. Complete. That's Sullivan. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, and the ball is knocked out. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Hamilton. And he comes back with one complete. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come out in the pistol.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? His pass caught at the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton, he finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Bucs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for our home team, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. To throw on second down, Hamilton.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hamilton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hamilton, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hamilton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get in trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. And down he'll go at the 25. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. On 1st down, Hamilton. Throw left side, complete. That's Sullivan. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down. Hamilton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Salt Lake City,
the victory means they'll up their mark to...
It's Madden NFL 23 on ESPN.
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Bryant, he finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
To throw on second down. Bryant going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. To throw on third down. Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. third down. Bryant.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is 4th season in the NFL.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, able to avoid him.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 3. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he is out of bounds here.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. This is Young on the carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bulldogs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Complete to number 85. That's the gain of 7. Brings up
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
complete to number 85. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Bryant going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Galvin. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barker. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Bryant. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Galvin, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Bryant. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bryant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Underneath, he's got Olsen. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Buccaneers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, on the other side, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Off play action. Bryant. He finds his man. Complete. That's Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, they go option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Bryant. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run on first down. Galvin. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Bryant.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bryant. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On second down, they'll run it here. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schneid. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Bryant, he finds his man, complete. It's Barker.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Bryant got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Galvin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And it's caught. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Londoners, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
It's Week 9 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From the 6.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Baker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Baker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Baker throwing on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to it.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steamers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. know, he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out a port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 41 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal.
Completion of a black. Look the ball in, secure the catch.
Fly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Baker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Keys, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys, and he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. On 2nd down, Keys. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Weber. Now the ball comes loose, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Baker, throwing to start the drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Shifts by him. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Bucs still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive, and he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
The fumble on first down, now here's second down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Baker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On third down, Keys. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Baker on 1st and 10.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Baker. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good. 4A. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On third down, they're going to run for it here. It's a first down following a gain of 3. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steamers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Baker now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. To throw is Baker. Throwing on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Baker got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Baker. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And they bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Raiders now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Baker. Over the middle, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun. Baker. Looking right sideline, that's complete.
And he will get out of bounds at the end of this. So they took a shot, they completed, and stopped the clock in the end.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Baker on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation.